Did you know that you can make your bass lines sound a whole lot bluesier just by adding or even changing one note? Check this out. Hi, I'm John Liebman, and I help people over 50 who want to play bass and finally have some fun with it. Welcome to another edition of The Essence of Groove here at ForBassPlayersOnly.com. There is a note, a pitch, called a flat third, or technically a minor third, that is used widely by musicians to add that bluesy, gritty sound. It's a big part of rock and blues. And I'm going to show you some examples of how you can use it to make your bass lines bluesier. Let's start with just a basic, easy groove. Just the root fifth and the flat seven. Now, suppose we want to add the minor third, even though we may be playing in a major key, to give it that bluesy sound. Here's an example of what that line would sound like just by adding that one note into the mix. Did you notice how much bluesier that sounded? Let's do another example. Let's play that same groove with a shuffle feel. We'll start with our original groove, shuffle style. Now we'll add the bluesy part. Now, I gotta give a shout out to Paul McCartney and Sting and Peter Cetera and all those bass players who can sing while they're playing the bass when they're doing two different things at once, or piano players who are doing one thing with the left hand and another thing with the right hand. Me, I like playing the bass and focusing on that. But let's get back to what we're talking about. Let me show you how using the minor third instead of the major third can further alter the sound even when you might be playing in a major key. So here's another rock groove. And being an alumnus of the University of Michigan, I always want to hear that. Let's go blue. All right, anyway, I digress again. Let's take that same basic groove, but let's alter it. Let's play the C natural instead of the C sharp. Hear the difference? Let's take that example, or let's take a different example and play something that's more soulful and even more bluesier, like this. Okay, definitely soulful, definitely bluesy. What you don't want to hear, I played the minor third there, the C natural. Suppose I did this. I don't think your ear wants to hear this. You want to hear this. Minor third. Let's do one more. How about something kind of funky? Okay, you don't want to hear the major third there either. Actually, I kind of like that. It's kind of cool, but that's not the sound that we're going for. Now, the guitar player on a groove like that is probably playing a sharp 9 chord, which means it has both the major third and the minor third. The sharp 9 is the same pitch as the minor third. It's just a sharp 9. It's called a sharp 9 because really you're taking the 9th of an A chord, which would be B, and you're taking it up a half step, up a fret for our purposes here. So that is technically a B sharp, but it sounds the same as a C. So the sharp 9 chord, you'd have the root, which is A, and the major third, which is C sharp. And we want to hear the 7th, which is a G natural. And then here's the sharp 9. So we get the C natural and the C sharp and the C natural. That's a sharp 9 chord, A sharp 9. You have to use your imagination a little bit. The guitar player is playing with a pick and a wah-wah and what, and you're going. Going wow, wada, wow. You get the idea? Now, the obvious question that may be on your mind is, okay, John, so are we playing in a major key or in a minor key? Excellent question. The answer is, truthfully, it's kind of somewhere in the middle. You may have seen a notation on chord charts with the number 5. So you would just see that the number or the chord symbol A5, which means play the root and play the 5th, but don't play the 3rd. So that's called a power chord for the guitar player or maybe the keyboard player, whoever's playing the chords, to just play it. again, use your imagination. The guitar's got lots of distortion and delay and effects or whatever, and they're just going. And that gives us some freedom there to inject either the major third or the minor third, whatever is appropriate for whatever we're playing. Give this stuff a try. Inject the minor third into your bass lines and notice how it changes the mood without changing the key. And it's, like I said, it's used all over the place in rock and in blues particularly. And let me know how you make out. I want to hear your takeaways. Let me know in a comment below. I want to know what you're getting out of this video, what you get out of all my videos. I love the feedback that I get on these, so please continue to do that. I read all the comments, I respond to them all personally, and I look forward to getting yours on this one and on all the other ones. I do these lessons every week. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, take care of that right now. Sign up, subscribe. You don't want to miss anything. And I look forward to seeing you right back here next week, same time, same place, with another edition of The Essence of Groove right here at ForBassPlayersOnly.com. In the meantime, I'm John Liebman. Let's play bass.